Alright guys, welcome back to the last FNM before Eldritch Moon drops on next Wednesday the 20th. I go on holidays on the 22nd, so I should have lots of time. I'm off for 2 weeks with my family, but I mean I'll have lots of free time to start brewing up some new decks and playing some stuff. So let me know in the comments what you want to see. Are there any new decks that you think that I should try to build? Are there any old decks that kind of fell out of favor that now they have some new tools? You know, let me know in the comments what you think I should be doing. But for today, I'm playing a deck that I put together a couple months ago, and you know, it's just been sitting here, so it's lucky this is the last one in my deck selector wheel, so I've played all 4 decks that I have in here. So for FNM, and then Eldritch Moon is going to drop, so that's good. So it's just a Simic mid-range deck. It's nothing fancy, as you can see at the bottom there. There's 32 creatures and 3 other spells. Those 3 other spells are planeswalkers, so no instants, no sorceries, no enchantments, nothing. We're just going to put dudes on the board, turn them sideways, try to win that way. Curve is 11, 11, 6, 3, 4. So we do have 4 6-drops. 3 5s and 6 4s, so there are, how many cards is that? 13 cards above the 3 mana mark. So we're playing 25 lands. So we're going to start off with the 2-drops here. Everybody's favorite 2-drop, Sylvan Advocate, 2/3 Vigilance, and then if you have 6 or more lands, gets +2/+2. It's pretty stupid. Excuse me, you know, when you do get to 6 mana, you can play Woodland Bellower and fetch that out, so you're getting, what is it, 10 worth of stats? And, you know, split over 2 bodies for 6 mana, that's pretty fucking stupid. And we're also playing the Duskwatch Recruiter, just 2 mana Grizzly Bear, but it gives you the ability to sink 3 mana into it and look at the top 3 cards of your library and grab a creature. And since this deck has 32 creatures, unless you go land, 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 or land, land, planeswalker, you're going to get a card. And if somebody doesn't cast any spells, he flips over into Crown Horde Howler, which is a 3/3, and he gives you a mana discount. So we're playing a mid-range deck. We like both of these. You know, we can dig for creatures, or we can make our creatures cheaper. Awesome card. Lambhold Pacifist, 2 mana 3/3, but it can't attack unless you control a creature with power 4 or greater. This deck has a few of those. It's a good early blocker while we set up, and if we get this on turn 2 on the play and our opponent doesn't have a turn 2 play, then we just get a 2 mana 4/4 that can start swinging at him, which is pretty sick. So we're going to play the Pacifist. Playing Skyrider Elf, I do have a Converge some theme in this, even though it's a Simic deck. I don't have any cards of any other colors. I do have white, red, and black mana. I think those are the other 3 colors. Yeah, I do have white, red, and black mana in here, so that if I, you know, if I can play Skyrider on turn 2, if I want to, if it's the only 2-drop in my hand, say, but later on in the game, you know, I can make it a 3/3 on 3, 4/4 on 4, and then I do have all the colors of mana, so I can make this thing a 5/5 in this deck. So I really like it. But I mean, you know, at the base level, a 2/2 flyer for 2 is good enough. Everything else is just upside. We're playing Eldrazi Sky Spawner here because it makes a token that lets you cheat on mana a little bit of ramp, and it creates 2 bodies, and it has 2 power with evasion, so it's just a really good card. So that's what we're playing. We're going to play the Vastwood Seer because she gets us a land. Borderland Ranger, you know, we'll play it if we have to, but mostly she's there for those stall games when we get to 7 land. This deck has no problem getting there. In the games where it gets disrupted, and then she turns into her Planeswalker side, and she wins the game, pretty much. Tireless Tracker, I don't think I really need to talk too much about this card. It's pretty broken. You usually want to play it as a 4-drop, so you get at least 1 clue out of it before it dies. But if your opponent can't deal with it, this thing just gets out of control with the card advantage and growing in size. So we're going to play that. Excuse me, sorry. Allergies are acting up, summertime. We've got Bounding Crest, is 3 mana 3/3 flash, and when it enters, tap or untap target creature. Probably my favorite card in the game from the beginning. Don't see that ever changing. I just love this card. So much value, such good stats, such a good ability. Just for 3 mana, it's just, I love it. I fucking love it. Nissa Voice is in the card. I don't think this card is particularly all that strong. Makes little plant tokens, but it does put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. So it turns your Lambhold Pacifist into a 4/4 that can then attack because she checks her own power if she has 4. You know, we have tokens with the Sky Spawner effect here. Next card in the list is Whirler Rogue, so that's 3 bodies. You know, so if you go Sky Spawner into Whirler Rogue, that's 5 bodies, and then all of a sudden 5 +1/+1 counters is pretty ridiculous. So that's what she's there for. She's there for, honestly, she's just kind of like an Anthem effect. You play her, you -2 your team. If she lives, you know, and sticks around to make a plant and then do the -2 again, that's great. But really, she's all about that 3 mana, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, and anything else you get is pretty much upside. So yeah, Whirler Rogue, we all know this guy. Girl, yeah, it's female. 4 mana 2/2, and you get 2 1/1 flying Thopters, and then of course you can tap those Thopters to make something unblockable, and we have a lot of big dudes in here we want to hit with. So here's my other Converge card, the Woodland Wanderer. So I mean, in this deck, we're pretty much always going to have a 5/5 for 4 mana Trample Vigilance, which is stupid. And we can make it a 6/6 as well, because we do have enough colors of mana in here to make that a 4 mana 6/6 Trample Vigilance. Gonna play Kiora here again, just like Nissa. I mean, she's not all that powerful. She's a Planeswalker, though. I mean, she can ramp you a little bit. She can, you know, let you attack with something and then block with it. I've got her in here mostly for the -2. Because it draws 2 cards. We're going to hit a creature, and we're going to hit a land, you know, so... Draw 2 cards twice with her, hopefully. 4 mana, draw 4. It's not too bad. Guardian of Tazim, 5 mana, 4/5 flying, and landfall, you get to tap something. If it's an island, it stays tapped. Like this guy, 5 on the butt, you know. 4/5 flyers is a pretty big game, and it's got a cool ability. And there's plenty of ways to ramp him out. If we can do it with a Sky Spawner token. We can do it with a flip Duskwatch Recruiter. You know, we can get this guy out on turn 4 sometimes. So he's pretty good. I like him. And Jace, Unraveler of Secrets. I mean, he's mostly a bounce spell. As you can see, I'm playing the Planeswalkers. Mostly for their minus effects here in this deck. But I mean, scry 1 and draw a card is still a pretty good ability if you don't need to bounce anything. So we're going to play him. Drowner of Hope. Now this guy, I love this guy. 6 mana, 5/5. When he enters, you get 2 1/1 colorless Scion tokens, and you can sacrifice an Eldrazi Scion to tap target creature, and we do have another way of making Scions here in the Sky Spawner. So we can have more than those. So, I mean, you put them down, you can tap down your opponent's team and just win the game on the spot. That happens a lot. Or you can pass, tap them down before they attack, and then you get to swing back past them on the next turn. So that's really, really good. Love that card. Next 6-drop is Woodland Bellower. So you get to go in and get your Sylvan Advocate. I doubt you're ever going to get anything else. The only time you'd ever get anything else, I would say, I mean, you could get a Tireless Tracker. You know, I don't think you usually will. You could get a Bounding Crassus if you need to tap. If tapping something would just give you lethal and win you the game. But mostly we're going after Sylvan Advocate. Maybe if nobody's got anything on board and we're both flooding out, we could get a Duskwatch Recruiter and try to start generating some card advantage. You know, we can activate that ability multiple times. But usually you're going to be getting the 4/5 Vigilance. And Ulvenwald Hydra. So it gets bigger the more lands you play. It has reach, and it searches for a land. And my reason for playing Rogue's Passage in this deck, 1 copy, is because of Ulvenwald Hydra. So we can just go in and grab that, because we probably won't need any colors by that point. So there we go. Playing 14 basics, 7 of each. And then we're playing the Hinterland Harbor, which is the check land for green and blue. And 8 of the Battle for Zendikar, you know, Tangle lands, or whatever the fuck you want to call them. So we're playing blue-black, blue-white, green-white, green-red. I don't know why I chose those particular pairs, but you know, we've got green on 4, we've got blue on the other 4, and we've got off colors that we can use for our convert spells. So that's it. That is the deck. You know, no instants, no sorceries, no removal, nothing like that. All our interaction comes from Bounding Crassus. Whirler Rogue is not really, it's uninteraction, but it lets you get past stuff. That's in your way. Guardian of Tazim is a little bit of interaction with their creatures. Jace can interact with them and tap them, and so can Drowner. But that's about it. We're just slamming dudes on the board. So let's go and do that. I'm sorry, I gotta apologize again about my allergies, man. I suffer in the summertime. You know, I've been on Claret now for a week and a half, which is doing all right, but it's not solving the problem completely. So let's get in there and see if we can earn some coins and not lose our rank 40. That would be ideal, because I don't want to have to hit rank 40, and I've only got till Wednesday, so end of day Tuesday. I'm sure it won't be a terrible issue to get back to 40, but I just don't want to. I don't want to have that stress in my life. Let's see if we can find anybody. The eternal question. Alright, we got it. Or do we? What's going on? Did anybody else just see joining session there? Because I think I did. Okay. Never seen that before. player has quit the game that he wasn't even a part of. Oh my, and it's Friday. Time is at probably 5:30, quarter to 6-ish. Just got home from work. And the kids are gone to nannies for the night, so it's just me and the wife here. We've got to try to interact with each other. We don't normally get very much time alone at all. So we've got the whole night ahead of us, which is why I'm recording this now. And waiting for players to join match. And once it goes this far, I've never seen it succeed. So I've learned to just press the B button and try again. Boy, this is exciting. I really hope these connectivity issues go away with the new update. Hopefully this is a good update. Jesus Christ, I don't think they've got one right yet. So, maybe this is the one. Maybe this is the one where everything miraculously gets fixed and the game becomes wonderful and all is well with the world again. I doubt it, but you never know. Searching. I should put a link in the description, I suppose, to the Eldritch Moon spoilers. They are out. We know which cards we're getting for Duels. So I haven't started brewing yet. I'm not really in the mood, but I have been reading some stuff, waiting for players to join the match. Yeah, of course we are. Of course we are. Oh my. I might just scrap the fucking video now. This game frustrates me to no end. You know, I can't find a game. It's just so frustrating. You know, just playing Konami code here, not going into some different menus and try to get it to work. I'm definitely only playing one game though. We're at 12 minutes already. If I manage to find a game, as soon as it's over with, I am out of this fucking game. Done. See you Wednesday. And hopefully we actually get in this time. All right. All right. So let's see what this mid-range pile of nonsense can do. Hopefully we're on to play. We curve out perfectly. Our opponent doesn't have any removal. That's the ideal scenario. Never miss a land drop. Let's go with that. That's what we're gonna do. Now I envision a first hand with absolutely 0 mana and an instant mulligan. That's probably what's more likely to actually happen. All right, rank 35, Grim Shing or something like that, and we have no green mana. So, ship it. Here we go. No 2-drop. On the play, but we got a selection of 3s and a Whirler Rogue, and we have the double blue. That's fine. Not going to go to 6 and throw away a hand like this. We got a Crassus, a Spawner, and a Tracker. He's playing a Woodland Stream, which is the gate, I think. Oops. I don't know the names of the nuke. Is that just the tapped one? Yeah. Passing it right along. I think I'll play the Sky Spawner first, unless there's a creature that I want to ambush with the Crassus. So we'll see how that goes. What's his turn to play? It is the Sylvan Advocate, of course it is. That is a card I very much want to ambush, and Bounty Crassus can take it down. Oh, there's our 2-drop. A little bit too late there, bud. But anyways, let's just play that and pass turn again. And hopefully he comes on in with it and doesn't have some type of combat trick. Does he respect the Crassus? No, he does not. He didn't play a land either. I'm not going to activate the ability. I suppose I should have tapped it. There's no reason for me not to tap it, because if he does have a combat trick, it would be tapped. But no, we managed to kill it. No tricksies. And a Scythe Leopard. That's strange. I've never seen landfall in these colors before. And a Bailoff Pup. I have no idea what that does. So 3/1 and has trample if it has a +1/+1 counter on it. So if I Sky Spawner this turn, I'll be able to Jace next turn, but I don't think I really want to Jace right now. If I Sky Spawner, play a land, I could also cast Dusk Watch Recruiter using my Scion. Or I could Tireless Tracker and generate a clue token. And get that train rolling. I think I'm gonna get the flyer down. I don't mind trading off the little Scion token with his 3/1. I could just play the Whirler Rogue. Yeah, let's play the Whirler Rogue. We're not going to use the ability because, like I said, his Bailoff Pup only has 1 toughness, so I'll gladly trade off a Thopter token for that. So you have Oath of Jace. That's the draw 2, draw 3, discard 2, like the compulsive research effect, I think. Yeah, he did draw 3, and there go Forest, and he plays a Forest. To buff up his 2/2, but I don't think he'll be swinging here. And I'm correct. So we've got another Sky Spawner, a Recruiter, and a Tracker. So I think I'm going to swing for 2 in the air. And we'll just play Sky Spawner. You know, I could leave a green open and then cast Dusk Watch Recruiter, but I think I want the body. Just that little 1/1 there to annoy his 3/1. So that's what I'm going to do. Just do that and have 6 creatures on the board. 4 power in the air. And what is that? What is that second ability on Oath of Jace do? Scry X, where X is the number of planeswalkers you control? Yeah. Alright, retreat to Kazandu. That's where his +1/+1 counter comes from on his Bailoff Pup. So it is some type of landfall thing with Oath of Jace. No, he's gaining 2 life. Okay. And he's got another pup. I mean, I've got some good air power here now. 5-turn clock in the air, which I can actually increase a little bit with another Sky Spawner. And another Sky Spawner. But I can actually cast Jace now. And I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to cast the Jace. Use up the Scion token. And just start drawing some cards. Do we want a Bellerer? Not with just 4 mana. No, sorry. So bottom you go. Picked up land. I don't see any reason not to play it. I'm not going to hold it for Tireless Tracker next turn. I'll actually keep one of them home. Because if he puts a counter on one of them, I can block it with Whirler Rogue itself. And then I can block the other one with the 1/1. And I can take care of his Scythe Leopard with my 3/3. So he's got a Nissa. He's probably going to -2 right now. Have a pair of 4/2 Tramplers. Yeah, that's what he's going for. Where's the counter going? It'll be interesting to see if he goes at Jace here now, because I can start bouncing his. Stuff. Trampler at Jace. Trampler at Jace. 4/4 at Jace. Alright, so let's just jump block here, trade here, and 3 gets across to Jace, he'll be at 3. And I think we're just going to bounce that side leopard. Say goodbye to that. Now, next question. What do we want to do with all of our mana? I'm going to put down a tracker and a recruiter, I think. Or I can play recruiter and go digging, but I don't think that's what I want to do. No, I'm not going to put down a tracker without a land. I'm going to cast the Sky Spawner. And let's send that to Nissa and that face. Alright, 2 cards in hand for our friend over there. One of them is a Scythe Leopard, and he's got nothing really impactful on the board. We got 5 dudes. So there's the Leopard. We knew that, so now he's got 2 unknowns in his hand since he did just draw for turn, and he's got a Woodland Wanderer, just a 4/4 variety. But he can bump it up with his retreat. He can put that on the Trampler, which is that's what he's going to do. And he does put a forest on top of his library. Not sure that's the right call, but I'm pretty sure Fertile Thicket is a May ability. So, it's funny, we haven't picked up any of our off-color lands. Scry 1, draw a card. Land number 6. Yeah. Yeah. And I'll just leave it at that. So I want to hold open the ability on Duskwatch Recruiter. Yeah, that's what I want to do. It's actually not what I want to do. I definitely want to put a Pacifist down. I can double block with the Recruiter and the Pacifist then. Keep my Jace. I really need to keep that Jace. I don't know if I need to keep it. I want to keep it. He just drew a forest, so. And we'll just take it. Take our victory against the Simic Landfall. Yeah, so this deck that I just played is the mid-range deck, but in this match it just looked like a token deck because I was spamming tokens all game long, which was pretty interesting. Alright guys, that's it. I haven't got the patience to go try and find another match. Just this game gets on my nerves. Hopefully this gets fixed by next week. Hopefully, please God, praise Yogg, whatever you want to say. Thanks guys for watching, and we will see you for not necessarily FNM starting next week, but just random content with the new update. Thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you then.